It's Friday morning in the Pacific Northwest. I'm Charlie Schmidt, the guy who made the original keyboard cat footage, cat playing the piano, Fatso playing the piano, and subsequent keyboard cat, stuff. I am the guy. So um, I'm sitting here drinking coffee and thinking about y'all. Last night I did an impromptu live stream from a party that I went to. And it was at the local university, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people. Core Blocks Gaming says hello. Candy Apples, that's a good name. 138 says hi. Remember, probably don't remember. You have to be older. Remember Candy Apple Paint, it was called. Candy Apple Paint. And people were putting it on hot rods and boats, bicycles. Schwinn bicycles had Candy Apple Paint. Candy Apple says, it's me, Angel Dust. Candy Apple. Candy Apple Red was like the ultimate color. And then they did Metal Flake back in those days, which was paint that was real thick. The coat was real thick and clear. And then it had suspended into little pieces of, it looked like glitter, but it was called Metal Flake in the case of that. And they did that on paint jobs and on upholstery. They made upholstery material that would actually do that. And Metal Flake was great. My old friend Mike Hines had a 32 Ford two-door sedan with a chop top, torque flight transmission, dual fours on a Chrysler Hemi. It was very low. It was very fast. It was so hard to steer, you almost couldn't steer it. And he painted things Candy Apple and Metal Flake. That 32 was Metal Flake blue or purple, I think it was. Core Blocks Gaming says, how's your day going? It's going great. Can't complain. Went to a party last night, and I had a few drinks, I'll be honest. So this morning I'm feeling that a little bit, not much. And I did some live stream just off the cuff from the party. And all of you, or some of you, tuned in rapidly, and I had more people at a time watching than almost ever. People just liked seeing me at a party. I was dressed up. I had on a tuxedo, and the party was fancy. I mean, I'm telling you, it was fancy. And I got more live chats in a short time than unbelievable, like $15 worth of live chat, super chat, like instantly. So I'm going to do some more, not for the money, but just for the effect, and not feel obligated like to just do this at 10 a.m. in the Pacific Northwest on weekdays. I'll do it other times too. It's like an advantage, because in the old days when you had a TV show, you couldn't just cut in somewhere else that wasn't your show and say, hey, by the way, we're at the lake, check out my belly flop. So this is taking advantage of the medium, which is a great thing. And I don't mean taking advantage of it's a great thing. The medium is a great thing. I love YouTube. I love the internet. Without them, I would probably be, I don't know what I'd be doing. I could be vacuuming. And in fact, I vacuumed yesterday. I bought a new vacuum for the office. It's a Shark. And I researched it a little, not a lot, but enough to feel good about what I got. And I did the office, and man, it just feels real good to be this clean. So, among other things, today I did want to talk about, we'll get to the cat. He's over here somewhere. See, there's partly sunny skies, so there's some blue showing through out there, which is encouraging. And don't forget your taxes are due, and your property tax is due probably coming up like Monday or Tuesday. So don't space that out. You get the penalties, I've had that, but not in a long time and not very much. So my video today is something that probably most of you have never seen me do, but maybe you've never even seen anybody do. It's about kinetic art. Kinetic is a physics term for motion. Kinetic means it's moving. The kinetic properties of a jet fighter are, it moves this way and that. So kinetic is a good thing in art because, let's face it, art that just sits there is one thing. And I do a lot of that, all these paintings and drawings. I love doing it and I like them. But there's some advantage that you have when, instead of it just sitting there, that it moves around on demand, so that maybe the viewer looks at a petal, sees an old petal, and not unlike that petal right there and this piece of kinetic art here. And when I step on the petal, she moves around. The legs came from a mannequin, and the machine came from a thrift store. It's an old thing called I can't remember the name of it, but I've got like 10 or 15 of them, and they were sold door to door, not in stores, and they were made to, that housewives or anybody could get on them. I stripped this one down, but they originally had padding and housing and panels that came out from the sides. They could, like somebody out of shape or overweight could like sit on that thing and it would wiggle back and forth and kind of seem like it would wiggle them into a smaller pair of pants or health or something. I don't know that it did much, because if you're wiggling but you're not trying to wiggle, I'm not sure that wiggle counts. But anyway, they're built hell for stout because they're built to carry a large woman's carcass around and not stop. And so it's got some muscle, it's got some power. You can put anything on this thing and it'll go. So we will have a show where we put things on. I'll put a couple of those up in the studio and strip down, of course, and then we'll just experiment with putting different things on them, and you guys can help me decide what to put on and what to do, how to do it. And also, I have made kinetic art and showed it up and down the West Coast, San Francisco, I think, Davis, California, Seattle, Spokane, Portland, and people like them. They're great, and they make noise. They move around. They make noise. These are things a painting doesn't do. And since you got electricity there to run the motor on the machine, you have electricity there to plug in anything else, like a light or whatever you want, so that when the viewer steps on the pedal, some things happen. It plays a tape, audio tape, or moves around, lights up. It can do all kinds of things. You can put a toaster in there and put some fog juice on the toaster elements, and then it will smoke when you step on the pedal. I've got a piece like that. So when I had these shows, it was years ago, they were great. I loved them, and I still have all the junk, or most of it. I think I sold the violin off the one that played the violin, but I can get another one. No, I think I have another one. Anyway, I also made videos of those kinetic pieces. And in fact, I did, as a freelancer, I did the window displays at the Nordstrom store downtown. And I had good friends in high places down there, and I was able to get in and put their windows were really prominent, probably the best display of anything in Spokane, or most well displayed. So the window dressers liked my stuff, and so I put all these kinetic sculptures in their windows, and it made network news. It was on like ABC morning news. I think I have it on maybe on my YouTube channel. But anyway, they went pretty good. And I have a video here or two that I just made in my old studio over on 9th, which is where we shot Fatso. And how's my day? It's going great. And so with no further ado, I'm going to have a little coffee, not a whole cup. So this is the live stream that's kind of just like totally natural. It's not like the Kardashians where I'm trying to make something that'll really, kick you in the ass and all that. Although I try to do things that you want to see and that excite me, but I'm not going to get derailed over any of it. I'm just going to enjoy it. So here we go. I got to type in my password. Okay, so here I'll play one or two of these Kinetic videos, and they're kind of fun. You've seen the one here in the office that, right? This one. And it'll scooch its way across the room. So anyway, here is this video. This is the same machinery, but with different wardrobe, some pants. So here we go. Let's play it. It's called, I don't know what it's called. Kinetic, Keyboard Cats Kinetic Mashup. The cat's in here somewhere too. Yeah, so there you go. I like that video. I like it. I like it. Let me see if I can find. See, Kinetic. There's this one. Let's try this. So there you have a taste of that Kinetic stuff. And I think if you go, let's try this. Go on the internet to Charlie Schmidt. .com. Oops, there it is. And so we're going to say, let's try going there. There it is. There's charlieschmidt.com. Now, this is the home page, and I'm looking for I've revised this a whole lot recently. I'm looking for a section on kinetic art, and it may not even be in here. Uh, I'm not seeing it. But anyway, you can, well, here's some sort of kinetic things. This one, you step on a pedal, and let me see. Yeah, this one, you step on a pedal, and that little light comes on behind the mixer, and the mixer comes on. That's something. And this one is a clock backlit, and you step on the pedal, and the clock starts going. Second hand really moves, and the thing lights up, and it's called Time Spent on the Beach. That one's not my favorite. It's an electric knife over a cottage. That's not either, but this one's pretty good. It's an old school ice skate, and it's on a rotisserie motor from a barbecue that spins around real slow. And it's over this picture of this icy, beautiful, a place to have a nice retreat in the winter. And then there's a skate that's just doing a slow backlit loop. And this one's one of my favorites. It's got a full-size electric chainsaw mounted on it, and it's a pretty good-sized scene. I bought that all framed up and all painted up, and you step on it, and that chainsaw really goes, and it makes a lot of noise, and it's sticking out about a foot from the surface of the picture, and it's dangerous. People have told me I should take the chain off so it just makes the noise, but I haven't done that as of yet. Now this one is a fan mounted in front of kind of like a seascape that somebody painted, and it's beautifully done. And then when you step on the pedal, the fan rotates and it blows into the waves, and then it rotates and blows in your face, so you feel like you're there, and it's windy. And there's a little spray bottle of seawater that hooks onto it, and you can spray yourself with it, so it's like you're getting a little rain. I'll play a video here in a minute that is this one. Just this toaster is mounted in front of that cabin, and you step on it, and it actually starts smoking because I put fog machine juice on the heating elements. And it's pretty dangerous. You could probably start a fire, but I keep an eye on it. Back to the mixer now. Let's see, I was going to go to the video. I think this is a video of it. No? Here it is. Don't put your finger in there. So you can see that on the website on charlieschmidt.com. I think if you enjoy this stream at all, you will definitely like charlieschmidt.com. Oh, here is some Kinetic, but that's just a still shot of a Kinetic piece with 2 rotating pads on it. Look at that. There's that guy. There's 2 phones on that one. And then the receivers are hung from fishing lines sticking way out to the audience. And they boink. They really do a nice job. There might be a video of this here somewhere. Let's see. Fundamentals, boo, and a boy. No. This is a new thing, maybe for this stream. It's me doing a song, lip syncing to a song called When is a Boy a Man? So there you go. There's another thing you can see on the website. Here's a painting of a turkey TV dinner I did. I don't own it anymore. I did sell it. And there's just so much stuff on this. Here's me doing that song, Having My Baby.
Having my baby. What a lovely way of saying how much you love me. Having my baby.
So there's that. And then here's where you can order these books. Anatomy of a Meme, Keyboard Cat. See, if you click on the Keyboard Cat book button, it will take you to a place on Amazon where there it is. You can fold through it and see pages and read samples and order it. It's only $11 in paperback. And it gets great ratings. 5-star ratings. Yeah, almost all 5-star. There's a little bit of 3-star, but nothing else. Wonder what the hell was wrong. So let us just go and find the cat. I think it's time. You people have waited long enough. He's not up on top there where he normally goes up and sleeps. That's see there you can see Sky's got a little bit of blue, and this is his whole, it's Presley's lanai up here on the top, and he rests there, and that's up on top of the desk. See, here's the desk, and then see up on top, cat lanai. Those high up windows allow me to put up junk on stuff on the wall, just constant, nonstop. So I have light and nature and wall space. That's kind of how you can do it. Lights off. Oh yeah, we were gonna, I don't see him anywhere. Maybe he's back in his old spot at the top of the stairs where he used to go. I'm gonna take up a little plate of good old catnip for the man. I don't see him anywhere in his regular. There he is. Hey, mister. Look what I got for you. Looky. See, he's holding out for food. He wants food. Mama said no. Not till 11 o'clock. Well, it's 10:30. All right, let's give the boy a little kibbles. Oh, he's going to like this. We're going to put it over here this time, mister. Come on. Come on over here. Get in there and eat that. Get in there. You know what? He wants it over here. This is where he eats. And this is the way it's got to be. What'd I tell you? This is Keyboard Cat Chow Down time. Live stream. I ordered a new teal shirt for him from Etsy. It hasn't arrived yet, but at any moment. And then we're going to try and get it on him. Then the next step would be trying to introduce him or reintroduce him to proper piano posture. Like first you got to be able to discipline yourself enough to just sit in front of the piano and convince yourself that you're going to play something. That's the first step. If you can do that, then you got a good start on it. Look at, he wouldn't touch that catnip because it doesn't really fill his belly. It fills his brain. Core Blocks Gaming asks, how is your day going? It's going really good. Yeah, I'm happy. It's pretty weather. Everything's hunky-dory. It's the weekend. I'm making a cat video. I'm talking about kinetic art. I love making things that move around. It's so fun because you put something on there and then you step on the pedal to see if something cool happens. I mean, it looks good just sitting there, but it's got to amaze when you step on the pedal. It's got to be like the first few frames of Keyboard Cat playing the piano or my schnoz moving to a Tom Jones song. Rest in peace. Yep, from William F.R. DB says it really has to be in his specific spot. Peak Keyboard Cat frame. Thank you. From Peanut Butter and Jelly. It's a good name. Make me a little hungry. Kitty from George Saveljev. Now we can see if he'll respond to, oh. See, I think it's going to be different now. He might. Don't be shy. Well, you're not getting any of that. You just ate a bowl of kibbles, dude. Let's not be greedy. Let's do something with this catnip. Come on. Oh, Presley. See, in Hollywood, you'd be considered kind of difficult. You hear the direction, but you don't take it at all, which is not good. Well, do you feel better? Are you more happy? Meow. Grumble. Whoa, man. Not quite so loud. He's purring a little. Yes. You better get yourself another little shot of catnip there, my friend. If you have a spare finger out there, don't be afraid to use it to give us a like and to sub and share and notify and party on. Oh, there's our B-roll source today, this morning. So now we're going to go up to the studio and work on something that was not finished yesterday. You remember this. It just wasn't quite done, but it is cool. Yeah, that's nice. So let's do a little more. Let's turn off this light. This is not very necessary right now. And there's the picture that we were working from yesterday. You can see here a comparison. Inky, binky. Right? Those are nice frames. But this painting has to get juicier. It's just not quite doing it for me. We could also, well, let's just do that. Turning it around now. That could be a good song. Somehow just a Wikipedia page just appeared and told me what live streaming is. Oh yeah, there. That's good. Okay, so now what? Looking at this and looking at that. It needs some blotchiness or some texture, some dang thing. Maybe putting some colors in this shirt. The square's going to be, let's try this. Let's just try a little of something on the shirt, and it may have an effect on where's the blue? There it is. It may have an effect on the rest of the painting. I'm thinking it could. So now I'm just going to put in these light squares where it's light, where on the real shirt, which I almost am wearing today. I like these short sleeve, kind of retro print shirts, and you can get them for like $2 at the thrift store. Which is a pretty good deal for a shirt. And then I just wear it right over, another shirt, a logo shirt or something. This one's kind of cowboy. That's kind of nice. Okay, so you know what? I think my theory is that is helping. And it is. You will see this. If you stick around a little, stick around. And then a little bit of that same action up here, a little bit down here. And then in the between rows, dark blue. And I think I can pretty much supply that if I can find it. Yeah. Put a little red in it just to screw things up. Be a hard color to match. And now we're just doing this. And I'm going to richen it up a little bit. I need a little more good thorough blue straight from the tube to make these stripes on this shirt really dark. They gotta be. So, hey, yeah. Hope a big old asteroid doesn't crash down on something big important today. I was watching a show this morning, and they speculate, of course, that it has happened in the past. They're pretty life-changing events when a big-ass asteroid, or rather a big asteroid, with two S's, a big asteroid, hits the planet. It's like tariffs don't tariffs don't much matter if you're getting hit by an asteroid. Trust me on that. Isn't that kind of working? Right? Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But there should be a little more of that there, and maybe of that there, and of that here, here, right? Sure. Look at that. Well, it got better. I know that. Peak keyboard cat frame. Hey, wait, I gotta scroll way down. I can't say these words. It looks like Russian or something, but they're saying hi, bro. Peace and love wherever you're at. We're glad you're here. Jurij Saveljev. Beautiful. Piano shorts. Are those undershorts that have the black keys on them? Fatso and Charlie. See, that looks kind of good, but we need to some things need some more. There needs to be some sponge hot pink on there. That's about all I can come up with right now. And where is that color? There. And maybe put it in places like, maybe sponge it in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. is blotch painting. And in some art schools, when they teach this technique, they actually add the word to it so that the artist is going, oops. He's not going, oops. He's going blotch, 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 saying the word. Blotch, blotch, blotch. Right? Piano Short says, I like it. I do too. I think there needs to be some blue of these freckles here. They're just a little wussy right now. There's a brush that'll make a blue freckle. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. It got better. Maybe a little bit more of that blotchy. Maybe a little, not more of it as so much as a little darker so that it's there a little more. This might be too much though. It could be just right. I mean, we did want to see it. Better, right? A little better. Yeah. It given some texture. Now, I'm going to do just a little dangerous line of yellow spray paint. Well, not with that can. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this right now. Here, I have a little pink. Let's do a little pink. See what we're doing? Yeah, that was a good idea. Right? Well, sure. Very nice. Says Kula, hey, what's happening? Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. I think it's about time to look at maybe signing this thing. So you remember, oh, let's put a little bit more. I mean, look at that hot pink color. Just because there's some left on the palette here. A lot, in fact, I didn't even use it today. But I did squeeze it. That some of these for here. Right? Yes, okay. So now we're looking at signing this baby. And I think, yeah, turn the camera around. Yeah. Could, oh, yeah. I think the face needs a little bit of blue here and there. Not much. And by hit, I'm talking hint. Yep. Much better. Okay. Yesterday we did one called I Know What This Needs. It needs a pretty dark bluish purplish, seriously dark. Gotta get a little red there. No, it's not wet. There's some wet. Like some other places, like there, here. Big time here. There. And then all along this, all along the watchtower. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep. Working for me. Okay. Yes. Happy with that now. Stand back. Does it look like yeah? But I think we still need a little down here. Maybe white. That'd be different, wouldn't it? Sure. Okay. So now when we stand back, yeah. But so you're seeing me get my OCD act together. That helped a lot. Oops. Yep. All right, so now it does look good in the room. Look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. I'm digging it. And I'm seeing the need for a little of this red down here on this mouth. Yep. Yeah. So now we can go over here where we're listing. Yesterday we did a painting called Planet. And this one's going to be called, God, I feel like putting a planet in this thing. What could we put in it to make it? It needs something else, just besides cat. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll just say blue shirt. And of course, it will have the number 80, 88. So now we're going to sign this thing, Charlie 88, somewhere like right here. Charlie 88. Right. Darkening in that blue. Oh, yeah. Well, that takes care of that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I thank yous all for hanging out. Oh, there's that weather. Look at that sunshine. Look how hard those shadows are. Oh, man, yeah, I went out and did some raking yesterday. Oh, there comes a jet.